Yo, what is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the fight between Movsar Evloev and Nate Landwehr at UFC Fight Night Hermansson vs. Vettori. This fight is a featherweight fight. Movsar Evloev is currently the 23rd best featherweight fighter in the world. Nate Landwehr is the 29th best featherweight fighter in the world. Two top 30 featherweights in the world duking it out this Saturday. Movsar Evloev is 13-0, undefeated. Nate Landwehr has a very good record of his own, 14-3. Movsar Evloev is a humongous favorite to win this fight, though. He's currently sitting at minus 600 as a huge favorite to win this fight. Nate Landwehr, he's currently sitting at plus 405 as the heavy underdog. They are similar age. Movsar Evloev is 26.5 years old. Nate Landwehr is 32.5 years old, so I don't really think there's going to be an age advantage for either fighter in this fight. Maybe a little bit of one for Movsar Evloev, as he is only 26.5 years old. They have similar heights. Movsar Evloev is 5'7" tall, has a 72.5-inch reach. Nate Landwehr, 5'9" tall, a little bit of an advantage there, a 2-inch height advantage. And has a reach of 70.5 inches, which is 2 inches smaller than Movsar Evloev, which gives him the advantage in this fight. Alright, so as I said at the beginning of this video, Movsar Evloev is a humongous favorite to win this fight at minus 600. And if you look at those Tapology predictions for this fight, 90% of the vote are going for Movsar Evloev to win this fight, mainly by unanimous decision, but some people do think he's going to win the fight by knockout, and a small group of people do think he's going to go out there and get a submission in this fight. Now, the other 10% of the votes are going for Nate Landwehr to win this fight, and most of the votes saying that he's going to win the fight are mainly by unanimous decision or by knockout. Alright, so if you look at these guys' records, I mean, 13-0 is an absolutely amazing record, especially for this featherweight division. If you look at the guys that are actually above him in this featherweight division, Mirsad Bektic, Makwan Amirkhani, Hakeem Dawodu, Patricio Pitbull, Ryan Hall, Cub Swanson, Andre Fili, Edson Barbosa, Bryce Mitchell, Super Sodiq Yusuf, Arnold Allen, Hurricane Shane Burgos, Jeremy Stevens, Dan Ige, Josh Emmett, Yair Rodriguez, Calvin Cater, Korean Zombie, Zabit Magomed Sharipov, Brian T. City Ortega, Max Holloway, and Alexander Volkanovski. Only one of those guys has an undefeated record like Movsar Evloev, and that is Bryce Mitchell, and that is saying something for someone to have an undefeated record in this featherweight division. If only 2 of them in the top 25 have an undefeated record, that is saying how tough it is to maintain an undefeated record in this division. And if you look at the guys that he's actually beaten, I mean, he started his career back in 2014, I believe with a second-round rear naked choke submission, a unanimous decision, a first-round rear naked choke submission, a second-round rear naked choke submission, a first-round knockout, another unanimous decision, a second-round head kick KO over Alexei Nezerov, and then another unanimous decision, followed by a third-round rear naked choke submission over Sergey Morozov, and a fifth-round knockout in a title shot against Rafael Diaz, followed by a unanimous decision inside the UFC against Sungwoo Choi, and then another unanimous decision win over Enrique Barzola, followed by yet another unanimous decision win over Mike Grundy. Alright, so, I mean, as you guys can see, I mean, this guy dominates every single one of the fights that he's in. I mean, 6 of his fights have come by unanimous decision, and those are his most recent fights. 4 of his wins have come by submission, and 3 have come by knockout. All of his decisions are unanimous decisions. None of them are split decisions. None of them are even 29-28s. They're literally all 30-27, absolute dominations. And I mean, if you compare that to Nate Landwehr's 14-3, you look at his record. I mean, he did start his career back in 2012 with a second-round knockout, lost a unanimous decision to Dejuan Owens, came back with a first-round knockout, a split decision, another unanimous decision over Anthony Jones, lost his next fight to Mark Chirico by second-round rear naked choke submission, came back with a win, got a unanimous decision over Solon Staley, a second-round knockout, a split decision win over Viktor Kolesnik, and a second-round knockout over Khamzat Dalgiev, and a third-round knockout over Andre Lazine, and a unanimous decision over Viktor Kolishkik, which got him a shot inside the UFC, where in his first fight with the promotion, he actually ended up fighting Herbert Burns, but ended up losing the fight by first-round knockout, Herbert Burns just went out there and started landing some very powerful knees that took him out in that very first round, but he did come back a couple of months later against Darren Elkins, I believe in April or July or June, and he got a unanimous decision win over the veteran fighter in Darren Elkins. He was supposed to fight Shane Young a couple of months ago, but that fight ended up falling through, so now he's going to be fighting Movsar Evloev at UFC Fight Night, Hermansson versus Vettori. Alright, now if you look at the ways that Nate Landwehr wins his fights, it's a little bit different. I mean, 8 of his wins have come by knockout. Literally 0, and I mean 0. None of his fights have ended in a submission win for him, and then 6 of his wins have come by decision, with 2 of those, I believe, coming by split decision. Alright, so I mean, both of these fighters can definitely get a finish in this fight. Both of them have half of their fights ending as a finish, half of them ending as decision. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a finish in this fight. But I do think that Nate Landwehr can really defend the submissions of Movsar Evloev, and the striking and the range of Movsar Evloev. And I really think Movsar Evloev is just going to dominate the fight on the feet. If he doesn't dominate the fight on the feet, he has very, very good grappling as well and could go for some submissions. I just don't see him latching onto a submission or getting a knockout in this fight. I don't see Nate Landwehr getting a knockout in this fight as well. I just think Movsar Evloev has just way, way better striking than Nate Landwehr. And if the striking is obviously not working, he definitely has much, much better grappling. And that is why he is the minus 600 favorite to win this fight. I mean, he's just going to absolutely dominate this fight for 3 straight rounds. I predict that he's going to get a 30-27 on all 3 judges' scorecards. But I would not be surprised if one of those judges gives him 30-26 on the scorecard. That is how dominant I think Movsar Evloev is going to be in this fight. That is my prediction. I have Movsar Evloev absolutely dominating this fight and winning the fight by unanimous decision. Alright guys, if you agree with my prediction, which most of you probably will, because I mean, Movsar Evloev, he is a minus 600 favorite. How could any of you guys think that Nate Landwehr is going to win this fight? If you guys know something that I do not know to why Nate Landwehr is going to win this fight, make sure to put that in the comment section below, because I would love to read how Nate Landwehr could possibly win this fight against a dominator like Movsar Evloev. I mean, Movsar Evloev, every single one of his fights, he absolutely dominates his opponent and gets a unanimous decision, or finishes them in the first or second round. I expect him to do that in this one and absolutely dominate Nate Landwehr. What do you guys think is going to happen? Put that in the comment section below. Make sure to like this video. If you do like this video, it really helps with that YouTube algorithm. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of the times that I post my videos. I post videos every single day. LFA, UFC, Invicta FC, Bellator. There's so many fight promotions out there. I do predictions for every single one of them. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, once I hit 1,500 subscribers on this YouTube channel, I am very close. I believe I'm only 16 subscribers away. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, because once I hit 1,500 subscribers, I will be doing a face reveal. So hit that subscribe button. It's been a very fun video. I'm out of here.